Hello, and I'd like to welcome you all to the old farmhouse here in the village of Reef in the west coast of the island of Lewis for this, our 97th wee live Saturday night. And this is a bit special, actually, and it's quite stressful because we're using equipment which we haven't used. The broadband up here is terrible, so we're hoping that we're keeping our fingers crossed that it'll all work, But if there's any problems, we're recording it, so we'll play it for you. We'll get it for you after the event. But yeah, we're in the old farmhouse, and this is the old part of. This is our wee cottage up on Lewis, and there's the bit mixed up. And this old bit here is exactly as it would have been in the 1850s. And I never changed it because I thought it was brilliant. It's got this great vibe. And it's just, you can't invent this kind of thing. It's amazing. There's all kinds of wee artifacts in that of it. So it's kind of like Dougie's museum. But, and so to give you a wee idea, we're on the Macher on the west coast. You can't get much further west in Scotland than we are. And before we started, I thought to give you a wee idea of where we are, I made a wee video, just a quick, it's a 10-second video. But we're at the moment in the old stone bit at the beginning. You'll see the shot. We're in the old stone bit. So we're going to try and play that video now if possible. So that's just a wee quick idea to give you a sense of where we are. We're about 500 miles from the wonderful Reef Beach. And we're getting a couple of error messages with our broadband, so we could be struggling here because we are quite remote. But I'm going to start off with a couple of songs that were inspired for being up here. And just waking up the vocal cords and let the... It's in the darkness of believing, it's in the shadow I have to stand beside the loving and the grieving. Oh, I'll never understand. It's in the way it has to reach us. It's in the restless of the shifting sand. All the truth it has to teach us. Oh, I'll never understand. Holding back to listen to the ocean, holding back to dance inside the storm. I may be foolish, but I don't care. From edge to edge we take our pleasure. We follow blindly each insane command. We're judged by some eternal measure. Oh, I'll never understand. Oh, and peace is child to no one. We're held together by an endless strand, first to be undone. Oh, I'll never understand. Holding back to listen to the ocean, holding back to dance inside the storm. I may be foolish, but I don't care, as long as you soon all the promises are broken, and expectation passes underhand, and not a gentle word is spoken. Oh, I'll never understand. It's in the darkness of believing, it's in the shadows where we have to stand, beside the loving and the grieving. Oh, I'll never understand. Holding back to listen to the ocean, holding back to dance inside the storm. I may be foolish, but I don't care, as long as you are there. Holding back to listen to the ocean, holding back to dance inside the storm. I may be foolish, but I don't care, as long as you are there. Thank you very much, and that's my wee song, Holding Back. We're only 500 yards from the ocean here, and in the summer it's beautiful, but in the winter time it can be pretty wild out there. Anyway, it's quite interesting trying to do this wee broadcast here. I can see Jenny looking very stressed back there. We don't really know if it's going out or not, but we're just going to continue going. And I thought I would take this wee opportunity to sing. I thought it would be important to sing a Gaelic song, and I've only got the one Gaelic song that I learned, and it's from Lewis, and it's got a nice wee chorus which I've done before, and it would be lovely if you could join the chorus with me, sing the chorus with me, and it's very easy. You sing Fali 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 Oro, Fali 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 Oro. Fali, fali, fali oro, ysgyn and cyn vogak mi Lewis. And so we'll try and get a wee global thing happening from Lewis here. I'm feeling a wee bit strange tonight because I don't have my tatty face band with me, and I'm kind of standing up here on my own, and so everything's a bit... It's a bit strange. I don't have my wee table to have my glass of port on. It's up on the mantelpiece there, which is a wee bit kind of disconcerting. But anyway, I'll tell you a wee bit more about the house after this song, but we'll do a wee chorus thing and see how we got on with that. And my apologies to all the native Gaelic speakers in the island here that I learned this phonetically. My grandparents all spoke Gaelic, but sadly my grandfather never taught my father, and so I learned this song in the village here, and it was written by a guy called Murdo McFarlane, who was kind of exiled on the Canadian prairies, and in the song he's just kind of lamenting for his island home of Lewis. It's a great place to sing the song, and there's a line in it which goes, I think it's, there's no Cayley on the prairie, you know, which I'm assured is a better rhyme in Gaelic than it is in English. So we'll try it. Sat alone yn eicha iawri, sat alone snach eich mi a chreri lama, sach oinchen reaching oh, fali, fali, fali oro, fali, fali, fali oro, fali, fali, fali oro, skiën dhe kjen vågar miljoner. That's the chorus. Want to be brave and have a wee go with me? Try it, go on. Oh, fali, fali, fali oro, fali, fali, fali oro, fali, fali, fali oro, skiën kjen vågar miljoner. Och Antonieska evikere, stryke vis och spärre kärna, smörjer höga rena, farböjen oh, fali, fali, try it. Fali oro, fali, fali, fali oro, fali, fali, fali oro, skiën kjen vågar miljoner. Och sattlam en eiche jauri, satte, satte, sattelam, snakke fali, fali, fali oro, fali, fali, fali oro, fali, fali, fali oro, skiën kjen vågar miljoner. So this is where you sing it on your own. Don't be afraid. We'll be all right. Here we go. Oh, it's fantastic. I'm getting the vibe here in the old farmhouse on the west coast of the island of Lewis. I can tell that there's a wee global chorus going on this wee Lewis song. We'll do it one more time again. Oh, fali, fali, fali oro, fali, fali, fali oro, fali, fali, fali oro, skiën kjen vågar miljoner. Oh, I forgot to do my English version. That's it. These winter winter nights are long for me. Long, so long, so long for me. From this barren prairies, endless shore, I cannot hear the crashing shore. Oh, Fally, 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 oh, Fally, 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 oh, Fally, 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 oh, skiing and keying, oh, right. It's so long since I saw Louis. Thank you very much, and that's my wee Murdo McFarlane song, and my apologies to all the native Gaelic speakers, and I had a couple of wee senior moments in there. But anyway, that's part of the kind of vibe. I can't believe it, getting the opportunity to sing it here on this shore here. It's quite raised the hairs in the back of my neck. Anyway, I thought I couldn't be here and try and do this wee broadcast from the old farmhouse here without doing this song. Because I wrote this song in the room next door there, and in fact, I mentioned a gentleman called Finn, and he is actually sitting through there watching the show on his on my iPad or a couple of yeah, on the television. I said on the television, yeah, and our friends Doug and Donna and our wee girl Isla are through there as well, sort of. And my mum, my 86-year-old mum, is through there too, because she came up to the island for a wee holiday. You know, she'd been sort of locked down for a year and a half. So, but Finn's next door, and it's kind of bizarre. I wrote this wee song because the storms up here are incredible. And I wrote this song after watching a caravan tumbling past that window there, actually, down over the Macher, the sandy area that you saw in the video, down to the beach. And those of you who've heard me sing this song in shows will be able to kind of picture it a bit more now after sort of seeing it in the flesh. And anyway, it's become a wee bit of an anthem around here. And so you sing, I feel so near to the howling of the winds. I feel so near to the crashing of the waves. I feel so near to the flowers in the fields. I feel so near. Okay? And you've just got to imagine yourself on a headland just along the shore there, with nature in your face and this Atlantic, the full Atlantic coming in, because there's nothing between here and America, actually, just but the Atlantic. Get a bit of percussion going here. Find me sitting at this table with my friend Finn and my friend John. My friend Murdani tells us stories of things long gone, long gone. And we will take a glass together. Whiskey makes it all so clear. It fires our dulled imagination, and I feel so near, so near. I feel so near to the howling of the winds. feel so near to the crashing of the waves. I feel so near to the flowers in the fields. I feel so near. The old man looks out to the islands. He says this place is endless thing. There's no real distance here to mention. We might all fall in, all fall in. No distance to the spirits of the living. No distance to the spirits of the dead. And as he turned, his eyes were shining, and he proudly said, I feel so near to the howling of the winds. I feel so near to the crashing of the waves. I feel so near to the flowers in the fields. I feel so near. And so we build our tower constructions, there to mark our place in time. We justify our great destructions as on we climb, on we climb. Now the journey doesn't seem to matter. The destination's faded out. But gathering round along the headlands, I hear the children shout, children shout. I feel so near to the howling of the winds. I feel so near to the crashing of the waves. I feel so near to the flowers in the fields. I feel so near. We'll try it on our own, on your own. Try it, go on. I feel so near. That's fine. That's so good, I think we should do it again. Okay? With harmonies and things. We don't have the tatty faces here tonight to be doing the harmonies for me, so feeling I'm a wee bit naked, so you'll have to do them yourself. Here we go. I feel so near to the howling feel so near to the howling of the winds. I feel so near to the crashing of the waves. I feel so near to the flowers in the fields. And I feel so near to the howling of the winds. I feel so to the crashing of the waves. I feel so near to the flowers in the fields. I feel so near. Thank you very much. I can get in the vibe. I'm getting the vibe. I'm getting the chorus vibe from. I was looking at some of the comments just earlier on. I hope you're all getting this okay. I hope the stream's going out. If it's going out okay, it'd be nice if it was, because it's a very very fantastic part of the world here where we are, and I. I'll explain a wee bit more about the house. The house is amazing. It was the old farmhouse, and this is a little peninsula, and it was cleared of all the people to make way for a sheep farmer. And this would be in the kind of 1850s, probably, you know. And all the people were sort of removed from their homes, and a lot of them immigrated to places like America and Canada and Australia. And I think some of Finn's family who lived here immigrated out to Canada. And then the farmer built this little farmhouse. It's not a big farmhouse. It's a little farmhouse attached to what was an old black house, which is where we are just now. And he had the sheep, but the locals kind of revolted after a few years, and because they wanted some land for themselves, and he had this whole huge peninsula. So they were called the Reef Raiders, and they drove his sheep off the land, and there was a big coup. I think they all ended up in jail, and I made a little video in one of my shows that maybe some of the people remember about the monument that's just about a few hundred yards from the house here, and then around the turn of the century there was the Crofters Act, when the whole peninsula was divided into 15 crofts, and because the farmhouse was quite big, it was divided into two crofts. Croft number 14 and croft number 15. We're in croft number 14 at the moment, and this was part of our old black house, and it's not been very well built. So whoever got this bit didn't do very well with the house. And I think the houses were all picked out of a hat. There was only 15 crofts available, so the numbers were put in a hat, and the people who wanted crofts, there was more people wanted crofts than got them, and so somebody pulled this old bit. But it's fantastic, and it's got a great vibe, and there's lots of my little things, like there's my peat iron here for cutting peat, hanging on there. And I've been getting taught how to cut peat. These are things I found in the house. This is amazing. I work with a scythe, you know. This is a scythe stone. Now it should normally be that big, out to about here, on both sides, and you can see. You can see how worn away it's been. It's worn away to absolutely nothing from the old men that lived in here when they were sharpening their scythe. And there was lots of lovely things like that left in the house. Just going to have a wee glass of my medicine. I just noticed it there. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this. We'll finish off with this wee song. This was a song that I wrote when do we change the tuning here? Sorry about that. Another little senior moment. Must be the 2 bottles of whiskey that I drank last night with Doug and Donna up at... I'm just joking. Anyway, this was a wee song I wrote after losing my Uncle Bob. And when I grew up, I had a mum and a dad, and an Uncle Bob. He was a bachelor uncle who always lived with us, and he was always in our house, and he was always good to have around, because if you fell out with your mum and dad, you could he was always there, and you could always tap some money off him if you were wanting to go to a dance. And it was the first person that I kind of had lost, sort of. And somebody had said to me, you don't lose them, they just hide in the wind. I think it might have been Jenny. And then the second verse is about Jenny's mum, who died very young as well, who was a concert pianist with the Sydney Symphony Orchestra, and died of... Anyway, so here we go, and we'll finish this. We'll try this and see how we get on. I don't know if I'm in the right capo position because I forgot to write it right in time. Time has come, the light is leaving, and what was sure will soon be gone, and what was certain falls and fades away. I think I might be one too high. I'll take it down one. You nearly got the Michael Jackson version of it there, actually. Yeah. Time has come, the light is leaving, and what was sure will soon be gone, and what was certain falls and fades away. And though we search, the fields are empty, and through the forest there's not a sign. The words we shared, we can no longer say, but they hide in the wind, hide in the wind. They hide, they never leave us. They hide in the wind, hide in the wind. They hide, ready to lead us home. Julie sang and played piano. She taught her little ones the same. Follow your dreams, let no one bend you away. For some the day will last a lifetime, for others it's a moment long. And all flows endless, dark into the grave. But they hide in the wind, hide in the wind. They hide, they never leave us. They hide in the wind, hide in the wind. They hide, ready to lead us home. So in this silent place you'll find us, where troubles lie too deep to stand, and the seeds we sow must grow from where they land. But the time has come, the light is leaving, and what was sure will soon be gone. And what was certain falls and fades away. They hide in the wind, hide in the wind. They hide, they never leave us. They hide in the wind, hide in the wind. They hide, they never leave us. They hide in the wind, they hide in the wind. They hide, they never leave us. They hide in the wind, hide in the wind. They hide, ready to lead us home. To lead us home. Thank you very much, and that's my wee song, Hide in the Wind, to finish off our wee broadcast from the island of Lewis, from the old farmhouse in the island of Lewis, and I hope you've enjoyed it. There's so much to tell you about that. It would take more than the time I have here, but we're hoping to be able to kind of develop the wee broadcasts from up here. And now that I've done one, I'll find that I'll know the technical problems, and we'll just continue to improve it. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I always like to take a wee moment out to just at the end of these to thank all the NHS workers and all the critical people that are out there still working hard and helping to keep our kind of lives so that our lives can get a wee bit freer after the crazy year and a half we've all had. And I hope you're all looking after yourself and taking care of each other. And I'm going to go away now and have just finish my wee glass of port. So all that's left for me to do is to say night night. Hope you're in good cheer. Hope you're enjoying the summer. And and thanks to Jenny for the stress that's involved. There's just me and Jenny in here. There's no film crews or anything, so we're just doing it all ourselves. And Julia and Taj and Jamie and Callum are kind of monitoring it back down in on the mainland. And so we'll find out if it went out or not. If not, I'll have a recording of it that I'll put up. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, night night. Keep smiling like a tatty face as I keep. And I'll see you all further on. Bye bye.